If you're listening to this on speakers, switch to headphones. If you're already wearing headphones, it may already know you. I've started sleeping with the light on. Not because I'm afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of what the dark might remember. Something's wrong with the playback on these logs. Either I'm recording over myself, or something's recording with me. If you're still listening, this is file 02, The Hollow Folk.
In every city, there are stories buried too deep for light to touch, whispers lost to time, cases left cold, and truths no one dares to speak aloud. But I remember them, all of them. These are the echoes of the unseen.
You're watching Echoes of the Unseen, an audio fiction series stitched together from shadows, breath, and things left unsaid.
File 2, The Hollow Folk. After Lena's car, after the voicemail, I couldn't shake the feeling something was off. Not just with the woods, with the way the recording sounded, like they weren't finished speaking. I dug through archived cases tied to Grove Hollow, found one from 1991. Same trail, same story. 2 brothers went missing. One came back. He was found stumbling through the trees. Eyes gone, mouth packed with dirt. Said he heard his brother's voice calling to him. Only, his brother had already been dead 3 days. They recorded his interview. I heard the tape. Want to hear it?
It wore his face, but it wasn't him. I swear it wasn't him. You have to believe me. I heard him laugh in my own voice. Please tell me you can make it stop. I hear him. I keep hearing him. He wants my voice. He's going to take my voice. Make it stop.
I don't know how to begin describing what I think transpired in the audio. But nevertheless, we must continue. So much to tell you. Not enough time. This wasn't my first time in Grove Hollow. Few years before Lena, I got called up here for what they logged as a disturbance in the tree line. That's how they put it. Like the forest had a boundary. Someone crossed too loud. I found a man, early 50s, standing in the middle of a dirt road. No shoes, no ID. Eyes wide, mouth twitching, like he was trying to speak, but the words wouldn't land. I asked if he was lost. He looked at me and whispered. They took my words. Didn't make sense at the time. Now I think he meant it literally. I filed the report and moved on. But sometimes late at night, I wonder if the words I'm speaking now were his. Grove Hollow has a way of hiding in plain sight. I asked around, got looks, deflections, but eventually an old gas station clerk leaned in close and said 2 words. Hollow folk. Said they don't live in the woods. They are the woods. Said they speak by stealing voices. Repeat the last thing you said. just to see how it feels on them. Said you can hear them before you see them. And if you hear your own voice whisper your name, it's already too late. I also found a tape buried in the county logs. It was an interview from the 80s. A young woman who lost her father in these woods. I'll go ahead and play it for you.
He walked into the trees after dinner. We thought he was just clearing his head, but we never saw him again. After the funeral, I started hearing him at night from outside my room window. I would look, and there he would be, just standing there, close enough to be noticed, but too far to make out any details. He would move in a contorted manner, like if he was learning to move for the first time, like if he was in someone else's body. He would say things multiple times, as if trying to find the perfect tone, the perfect pitch, the perfect way to get me to do what he wanted. He'd say my name and then say things he never said. He told me he missed me, but I know my father wasn't the one who said that. It was that thing.
I filed the tape under evidence ignored. I went back, alone this time, mile marker 13. Again, no wind, no birds, just the same tight silence, like the trees were holding their breath. I set up a parabolic mic, high gain, and hit record. Walked 30 feet into the path, then stopped. When I played the tape back, I went back, alone this time. I still don't understand how something I said today in this very audio file was somehow recorded onto that parabolic mic. I hadn't said that out loud to anyone except you guys today. There's also something else, very faint, but my voice. There's something off with it and I don't know what. More and more things keep getting mixed up, but we can't get distracted. Not when we're so close. Further in, I found carvings. Dozens. Some recent, some rotted. They looked like spindled trees, branches forming circles. But one symbol stood out. A spiral carved into the bark with something burnt, charred. But that wasn't the first time I'd seen it. An old survivalist lived off-grid just east of Hollow Creek, left behind a journal when he disappeared. Inside, page after page of spirals. One had a line scratched beneath it, burned into the paper, like he traced it over and over again. If you follow the curve, you find yourself. But every loop costs you a little more. He wrote the spiral wasn't just a symbol, it was a path. And when you start walking it, something starts walking back. Later that night I found the same spiral, scratched into the condensation on my mirror. I live alone, or at least I thought I was alone. That's when I started hearing it outside of recordings, in my apartment, in dreams, in old voicemails I know I deleted. Just a whisper, sometimes right behind my shoulder, still watching. I've kept this quiet for years. Now I'm not sure if these tapes are warnings or bait. I think I'm losing control of my voice. Not metaphorically, literally. There are recordings on my reel I don't remember making. Whole sections, spoken like me, but off. Rhythms wrong. Words I don't use. I'm starting to think this voice, my voice, isn't mine anymore. I keep trying to figure out where the echo ends and I begin. If you hear anything strange in this recording, you're not alone. This was File 02, the Hollow Folk. I'll be back soon, if I can.